Another dream is within reach. A student opens up a book. An entrepreneur takes another look.
Learning doesn't end with graduation. Communities grow stronger when curiosity continues throughout life. New skills, new ideas, new experiences. Every generation has something to learn and something to teach. Tonight our panel asks, how can communities encourage lifelong learning? Welcome to the Thunderdome. Good evening and welcome back to America Together Radio. Last episode we explored strengthening local culture. Tonight we focus on lifelong learning and how communities can inspire curiosity, education, mentorship, and continuous personal growth.
So learning is something everyone can continue.
Exactly. Communities thrive when learning becomes a lifelong habit rather than a one-time milestone. Tonight we'll discuss libraries, mentorship, skill development, community education, curiosity, and practical ways communities can create lifelong learners. President Pipeline, when a community wants to encourage lifelong learning, where should it begin? We'll hear your answer right after the break.
The waterfront starts filling up as the afternoon rolls in. The market tents line up.
Welcome back. Tonight's question, how can communities encourage lifelong learning? President Pipeline will begin with you.
Thank you. Lifelong learning begins with access. Libraries, community classes, online resources, mentorship programs. When learning is easy to access, more people participate.
So access opens the door?
Exactly. People cannot learn from opportunities they cannot reach.
Sometimes the hardest part is simply knowing where to start.
Clear pathways make learning easier for everyone.
Liberty Jack, your perspective.
Encourage curiosity at every age. Support workshops, skill-sharing events, and peer learning groups. Everyone has something to teach and something to learn.
So learning goes both ways?
Absolutely. Communities grow when knowledge is shared freely.
Access creates opportunity.
Sharing creates growth.
And together they create lifelong learners.
A strong beginning for tonight's discussion. After the break, Lady Progress discusses education pathways, mentorship, and curiosity-driven learning. Captain Constitution explores responsibility, civic education, and preserving knowledge for future generations. Stay with us.
The morning sun climbs from the river and paints.
Welcome back. Tonight we're exploring how communities can encourage lifelong learning. So far we've discussed access, curiosity, and sharing knowledge. Now let's continue. Lady Progress, how do mentorship and education encourage lifelong learning?
Learning becomes stronger when people learn together. Mentors share experience. Students bring fresh perspectives. Communities thrive when knowledge flows in every direction.
So mentorship benefits everyone?
Exactly. Teaching often deepens learning for the mentor as well.
Captain Constitution, what role do responsibility and civic education play?
Learning prepares people to serve their communities thoughtfully, understand history, respect facts, continue asking questions. Knowledge helps citizens make informed decisions throughout life.
So education supports responsible citizenship.
Very much so. Communities grow stronger when learning never stops.
President Pipeline, what stands out to you?
Curiosity opens doors throughout life.
Knowledge grows when it is shared.
Mentorship builds confidence.
Learning strengthens responsibility.
Sometimes the best classroom is simply a conversation with someone who's been there before.
Every generation has lessons worth sharing. Market Maverick off microphone. And sometimes the lesson comes with homemade cookies. After the break, Market Maverick discusses practical ways communities can encourage lifelong learning. Professor Data explores research on continuous education and community learning. And the People's Advocate shares everyday habits that keep curiosity alive. Stay with us.
I'm Jeremy Levan. Rural communities understand problems that national politics often ignores. Distance, roads, hospitals, water, agriculture, energy, broadband, schools, and local services are not abstract issues. They are daily realities. America Together 2028 wants those voices included.
As watch the years roll by, from mountain dawns and Shenandoah to ships beneath the sky.
Welcome back. Tonight we've discussed access, curiosity, mentorship, and civic education. Now let's ask an important question. How can communities make lifelong learning part of everyday life? Market Maverick, what practical steps strengthen lifelong learning?
Host community workshops, support local libraries, encourage skill-sharing events, promote online and in-person learning opportunities. When learning is visible and easy to access, participation increases.
So visibility matters.
Exactly. People engage more when opportunities are clear and welcoming.
Professor Data, what does research suggest about lifelong learning?
Research often associates lifelong learning with improved adaptability, stronger economic opportunity, increased civic participation, and higher overall well-being. Communities benefit when learning opportunities are continuous and inclusive.
So learning improves quality of life.
Very much so. Curiosity and education strengthen both individuals and communities.
People's Advocate, what practical advice would you offer listeners?
Try something new. Ask questions. Join a class or group. Share what you know with others. Learning grows when it is practiced regularly.
Quick thoughts.
Access builds opportunity.
Sharing knowledge builds community.
Education builds confidence.
Civic learning builds responsibility.
Environmental learning helps communities care for shared spaces.
After the break, each mascot shares one habit that helps communities encourage lifelong learning. Then we'll conclude tonight's discussion and preview our next episode. Stay with us.
As they run beneath the early afternoon sun, the bakery's got a line out.
Welcome back. Tonight we've explored how communities can encourage lifelong learning. We've talked about curiosity, mentorship, libraries, education, and sharing knowledge. Now let's close with one final question. If you could encourage every community to practice one habit that strengthens lifelong learning, what would it be?
Stay curious. Ask one new question every day. Small moments of curiosity become a lifetime of discovery.
Share what you've learned with someone else. Knowledge grows when it is passed along.
Keep exploring new ideas and skills. Learning prepares communities for tomorrow.
Study history as well as the present. Understanding the past helps guide future decisions.
Learn about the places you call home. Knowledge encourages stewardship.
Invest time in practical skills. Learning creates opportunity.
Never believe you're too old to learn something new. Growth belongs to every generation.
Continue evaluating community learning programs and expand the approaches that make education accessible, practical, and welcoming throughout every stage of life.
Lifelong learning is one of the greatest investments a community can make. Every book opened, every question asked, every lesson shared, and every new skill learned helps build a brighter future.
What's next inside the Thunderdome?
Next time our panel explores, episode 076, how can communities build stronger neighborhood connections? We'll discuss neighborliness, welcoming newcomers, shared projects, communication, and building lasting relationships close to home. You've been listening to America Together Radio, simulated mascot debate Thunderdome. Today's discussion featured fictional mascot characters created to explore civic ideas through respectful conversation. The characters are fictional. Their conversations are intended to encourage curiosity, education, mentorship, and stronger communities. Thank you for listening. Until next time, keep learning, keep asking, keep growing, and we'll see you inside the Thunderdome.
The same as they have through the years, watching seasons come